Good evening. Boy, is it wonderful to see all you here tonight. My name is Leslie Murphy, and I am the principal at St. Clair TEC, and we would like to welcome you to the 2024 St. Clair TEC certification ceremony. Before we begin, would everyone please turn off their cell phones or switch them to vibrate, please? If you are able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Before we begin our program, I would like to welcome and recognize the parents and family members of students who are being honored this evening. We know that your support and guidance have played a significant role in their success. Students, please help me welcome your guests. I'd also like to introduce the people who are on stage this evening. First, Brenda Tenniswood, the Superintendent of St. Clair County RESA. Pat Yannick, the Director of Career and Technical Education for the RESA. I'm also joined by Julie Frank and Deb Roshak, who are the Assistant Directors at TEC. And our girl Brooke up here will be introduced later. At this time, I'd like to turn things over to the Assistant Director of Instructional Services, Julie Frank, who will introduce our keynote speaker. Mrs. Frank?
Good evening, everyone. Our student speaker tonight, representing the AM class of 2024, is a senior from St. Clair High School. She is being certified in the Health Exploration Program. She has been very dedicated, both inside and outside of the classroom, involved in many extracurricular activities. She is the St. Clair TEC's National Technical Honor Society AM President. Join me and please welcome to the stage, representing the graduating class of 2024, Miss Brooke Gracia.
Thank you, Ms. Frank. Good evening and welcome, friends, family, faculty, distinguished guests, and my fellow classmates of the class of 2024. Congratulations, we finally did it. About 3 weeks ago, I was given, without a doubt, one of the hardest homework assignments I could have ever imagined, this speech. Once Mr. Robinson told me I would be giving the TEC certification ceremony speech, I was quite literally at a loss for words. I think this is mainly because my mind began to race right within that minute, asking myself, how am I supposed to fit into a 4-minute speech how much TEC has not only prepared me for my future endeavors, but absolutely changed my life? That night, I went home and began looking at graduation speeches on YouTube, trying to spark some sort of inspiration, watching how-to videos, and even asking my family for ideas. After not having much luck, it finally hit me. A few weeks ago, while walking through the hall of my high school and heading to our guidance office, I passed by the list of 10th grade students fortunate enough to be chosen to attend TEC. Seeing this list brought me right back to where it all began, the moment when I had no idea the astonishing alterations it would have on my future. I remember my sophomore year being so nervous walking into that interview with Mr. Robinson, my high school counselor, Ms. Higgins. After seeing those same lists posted my sophomore year, I was thrilled, but slightly anxious. Walking in my first day at TEC, I was surrounded by welcoming staff and students from numerous schools in the county. Little did I know, this staff would be the people who guide me to achieve my goals, and these students would become lifelong companions. Being able to be surrounded by people who share the same passion for, in my case, healthcare, makes being at TEC a whole new experience. As I look out into this crowd, I see the people who have shaped me into the person I am today, and I am nonetheless grateful for all of you. We have all worked tirelessly, sacrificed, and persevered to get to these seats you are in today, and you should all be extremely proud of yourselves. TEC has provided such a helping hand on where we will adjourn to after we walk across this stage and soar on to our new paths. TEC has taught us how to be prepared with our hefty portfolios and plenty of skills that we accumulated these past 2 years while being passionate about taking that next step towards our careers in which we are excited to begin. And with the extraordinary help from our instructors, we leave TEC with a plan that guides us to reach our greatest expectations. And with that, we can say we have discovered what TEC is truly about: being prepared, passionate, and having a plan. I wish you all the greatest success in your future and hope to cross paths with you all at some point in this life we are blessed to be a part of. If there is one thing I can leave you with all that TEC has taught me, it is use your voice. Speak up about the things you are passionate about and spread love through your words, and make connections any chance you get. While I have this opportunity, I would like to thank my dad, who has pushed me every single day to be the greatest I can be, also my mom, who, while being my biggest role model, is the most hardworking person I know, and is the mom I hope to be one day. To my sisters, who have guided me throughout my life while lending a helping hand, and to my grandma, who I know is looking down smiling. Once again, I would like to formally congratulate the AM class of 2024 on this great accomplishment and wish you all the absolute best. Thank you.
Thank you, Brooke. At this time, I would like to introduce Deb Roshak, Assistant Director for Student Services, for the presentation of scholarships. Ms. Roshak.
Thank you, Mrs. Frank. This year, we are pleased to be able to continue TEC scholarships. TEC scholarships are available to graduating TEC seniors who are in good academic standing. These opportunities are made possible by donations from generous people from the community, including past students, parents, businesses, and organizations that recognize the importance of giving back. Now for the shameless plug. Donations can be made to the newly established TEC Scholarship Fund through the St. Clair County Community Foundation. Please join me in congratulating the following students on their outstanding achievements at St. Clair Tech over the last 2 years. Shaylee Van Hollenbrook and Cami Trendy. Congratulations. And now Mrs. Murphy will lead us in the presentation of certificates. Thank you. And now it's time for the certification ceremony. Students who have earned a TEC certificate have maintained a C grade point average or higher and completed course requirements of at least one wage earning job title. That's a fancy way of saying they did all their required curriculum. Many of our students have earned multiple job titles and completed state and industry certification and licensing requirements. So what'll happen is a video will play up here before each class. Each video is student shot, edited, and produced. We would ask that you please refrain from an individual applause until we have announced all the names in each program, at which time we will applaud all the students in the program. You guys ready? It's time for our first program. Automotive Technology, the instructors are Jason Belfinger and Brian Hunter. Paraprofessionals Wayne McClellan and Ryan Doby.
Kristen Backins, Richard Scripp, Nolan Bowen, Jacob Anderson, Lucas Harrington, Cole Stover, Austin Graham, Keith Simpson, Matthew Harrington, Jacob Babinski, Alimanda Adams, Hunter Grimm, Isaac Cyphers, Garrett Tilley, Kyle Rickert, Nolan Stepanenko, Nathan Solomon, and Matthew Whalens.
Our next program is collision repair. The instructor is Mike Parks, and the paraprofessional is Martin George.
Joel Dandron Jr., Catherine Glimbowski, Bella Comer, Wesley Emmons, Maxwell Daniels, Trent Markle, Vinnie Sweihofer, and Hickson Fowler.
Our next program is computer programming. Instructors are Danielle Fair and Bobby Jones. Paraprofessional Phil Winterbauer.
Cortland Clark. Jaden Barara. Andrew Boyden. Austin Collins. John Hunter Gage. Joshua Green. Ian Kowalik. Irene McConnell, Nathan Ream, and Isabel Van Arsdale.
Our next program is construction trades. The instructor is Ken Siggett, the paraprofessional is Caleb Howell, and the work-based learning coordinator is Brad Goodme.
Connor Bobble.
Mostly PM students in that program. Our next program is Culinary Arts. The instructor is Caitlin Fropper. Paraprofessional is Allie DiNardo.
Miles Akred, Leah Barunda, Sam Conover, Jonah Fenn, Elizabeth Krantz, Zach Mandich, Abby Murkaw, Amari Morris, Abigail Posey, Caleb Ramos, Elena Ross.
Our next program is Cybersecurity. Instructor is Dan Johnson. Paraprofessional is Bob Armstead.
Joseph Becker. Michael Richards. James Noga. Braden Guffey. Bryson Straz. Adam Curry. Julia Preston. Allison Janer.
Our next program is Digital Media Technology. The instructor is Ann Frederick, and the paraprofessional is Kim Light, and the work-based learning coordinator is Jana Simpson.
Lacey Eddie, Mallory Tetro, Mahala Kenny, Liam Long, Alex Owens, Ezra Ricks, Sierra Sanderson, Ainsley Trombley.
Our next program is Education and Early Childhood Development. The instructor is Tom Kohler, and the paraprofessional is Joy Luther, and the work-based learning coordinator is Mrs. Jana Simpson.
Layla Eller Khan. Mia Dinkins. Ella Duckworth. Samantha Emerson. Janae Hudson. Faith Labar. Sanaa McDuffie. Alexis McMillan. Z. Meinhardt. And Charisma Salvador.
Our next program is Engineering and Robotics. The instructor is Melissa Tadero, and the paraprofessional is Maury Peck.
Dylan Cowper. Nolan DeAndre Stanley. Alexis Dunham. Aiden Lewandowski. Camden Osgood. Jacob Quant. And Bryce Smith.
Our next program is Health Careers. The instructors are Deanna Kaufman and Cami Peters. Paraprofessionals Rachel Kehoe and Stacy Barth. Work-based learning coordinators Kim Miller and Melissa Holstein.
Gracie Anthony, Natalie Atwell, Elizabeth Black, Trista Card, Isabel Driscoll, Cassidy Flesher, Kendall Franz, Samantha Fredendall, Samantha Fudella, Trista Jalad, Brooke Grazia, Ariana Malachi, Lauren Pirrett, Addison Schmidt, Cami Trendy, and Shaylee Van Hullenbroek.
Gabrielle Basic, Courtney Green, Mallory Hogsett, Jack Hurley, Hannah Jarvie, Haley Pluwinski, Madison Sanchez, Alexa Vickers.
Our next program is Metal Machining Technology. The instructor is Dwayne Emig, and the paraprofessional is Marv Kolb.
James Bradshaw, Colin Frazier, Cassidy Giroux, Alex Kaza, Patrick O'Donnell, Carter Sakuchi, David Valdivia, Dan Vanderbosch.
Our next program is Welding Technology. The instructor is Becca Robertson, and the paraprofessional is Jim Lay.
Kyle DeCook, Hayden Hall, Sydney Kettlewell, Caden Korber, Colton McNaughton, Cameron Maluski, Devin Mitchell, Jordan Thomas, Nathan Vandermeulen.
Please join me in congratulating all of our 2024 TEC completers. The dream begins most of the time with a teacher who believes in you, who tugs and pushes and leads you onto the next plateau, sometimes poking you with a sharp stick called truth. It is my hope that this quote from broadcaster Dan Rather resonates with all of our TEC students being honored this evening. With that in mind, would our program instructors, paraprofessionals, work-based learning coordinators, and counselors please stand? Let's recognize their hard work and dedication. Finally, I would like to thank Mrs. Roshak and all the Student Services team for their hard work in putting this program together this evening. In closing, I would like to direct my remarks to the students of St. Clair TEC. When you first became a TEC student 1 or 2 years ago, how confident were you in the path that you would take after high school? At St. Clair County RESA, we have set a countywide goal for every senior to graduate well-prepared, passionate about their career, with a plan to help them transition to the next step. Brooke mentioned that tonight, didn't she? Students, over the past 2 years, you've gained skills. You've created individualized portfolios. You've engaged in mock interviews, and you've explored post-secondary options. Students, my hope for you is that as you're leaving us, you feel confident that you are well-prepared, passionate, with a plan. Parents, if you've not seen your child's portfolio, I encourage you to do so. I think that you'll be impressed. The portfolio is designed to help communicate the evidence that you are well-prepared to a prospective employer or college recruiter. It includes your TEC certification, employability skills certification, industry certifications, and WorkKeys career readiness certification, just to name a few things. When I think of industry certifications, I think of all my metal machining students who are BOOM certified. I think of my CNA students who have mastered more than 50 skills on the way to becoming certified nurse aides. I think of our computer programming students who have stacked credentials on top of each other, which will only strengthen their entry points into their chosen career fields. Certifications like these and other elements of your portfolio are what set you apart from the other 2024 graduates in our county. It is the TEC advantage. Be sure to take your portfolio with you as you leave us and go out into the real world. We encourage you to continue setting goals and updating your portfolio as you grow as an adult learner. Remember that we would love to hear from you next year, 5 years, 10 years from now, into your lives after high school. And on behalf of all of us at TEC, we are very proud of you and your accomplishments, and we wish you all the best. After all, these kids right here are the coolest kids in the county. This concludes our program for this evening. We ask that everyone please join us in the comments so that our staff can greet you. We ask that everyone please vacate the building by 7 p.m. so we can prepare for our afternoon session, which begins at 7:30. Thank you for attending, and please enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.